Hey all, it's Linda. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, oh my god, it has been so long since I've gotten to do one of these, but I purchased the entire new Melt and Nightmare Before Christmas collection. You guys, if you've been with my channel for even like a minute, you know that for a long time, I have been a huge fan of Melt Cosmetics, to the point where anytime they put out a new collection, I was buying the whole damn thing. In 2022, when I decided I was doing a low buy, I set a bunch of rules for myself. I said I can only purchase things if they're very unique to my collection, or I can only purchase things if I've run out, or I can only purchase if it's Melt Cosmetics and it's a good collection. But I'll be honest, there has not been a full collection in a long time that has really intrigued me until now. So we are going to go over a whole lot of information today. There's going to be timestamps down below if you want to skip to any certain spot. We are going to be looking over each piece of this collection. I'm going to talk to you about whether or not I think there are any dupes to be paying attention to. You're going to be able to see each product up close. I'm going to show you swatches, of course, and then we are going to do a look. I haven't yet decided whether I want to do one look on each eye, which I commonly do, or one look with like a ton of colors, which would really push me outside my comfort zone, but I'm thinking that's what we might do. But let's hop right into this. So I do want to say, as far as the buying experience goes, it was very, very easy. In the past, with Melt collections or makeup collections in general, I feel like you had to be online at the exact second something was released. And if you weren't, you missed out. You just completely missed out. Well, they had the entire collection available for like 36 hours, which I know doesn't seem like a lot, but in the days where things used to sell out in like 60 seconds, that kind of made me happy that they had enough stock where if you really wanted it, you could get it. So the entire collection, I'm not sure if this is what everybody is getting, but I know that with mine, I did get this box that looks very much like Jack's pinstripe suit, and it does says, "Thank you, we love you, Melt. I love you too." Now let's look over the collection. I do want to say, by buying the entire collection as a whole, I saved $83 total. This was $175, but if you were to have bought each piece individually, you would have spent $83 more. Now, as I'm filming this, the whole collection is sold out, but you can still buy most of the individual pieces. There are a few that are sold out. I don't know if they're going to be restocked, but I do still want to show you everything. The first thing I want to start off by showing is this amazing makeup bag. Like, I have been needing a new makeup bag for so long, and this is going to fit the ticket. So we've got Jack here. We've got his little bow tie with, is this a bat or a cat? I'm going to say it's a bat. Maybe it's a batty cat. Maybe it's a catty bat. Catty bat. Ooh, is that like a bitchy bat? I like it. It's a bitchy bat. And on the other side, we do have Sally. So I love that you've got the duality of it. This does feel like really good faux leather. And then when you open it up, like this space that is in here, I will say the way that it was shipped, the entire collection came in this bag. So it opens up completely flat, and you've got several compartments. You've got a nice big one here with kind of the fishnet. And then you've got a nice big one here where you can lay anything flat in here, but like, there is significant room in here. This will easily be my travel bag from here on out. And this, I believe, was $35, correct? Yes, the bag was $35, and as I'm filming this, this bag is sold out, and the collection, like I said, if you were to buy the full collection, is sold out. I do not know if they're restocking this. I'm still gonna link everything down below. I would say keep your eye on it just in case. It is not uncommon for Melt to just find a couple boxes in their warehouse and put it up for sale at another time. So just keep your eyes open. I can't promise anything, but it's worth it. But this bag, really cute. And the next accessory, this is not sold out, is this mirror. I love Melt hand mirrors, okay? I have 3, this is my 3rd one now. And I love them. They're very, very crisp and clear. They are the perfect size. They're very lightweight. And I do use these to do close-up things like eyeliner or my eyebrows. And this one is so cool because it's like acrylic see-through. So it's supposed to be candy orange. I am all about that. And we have Jack and Sally on the hill with Zero nearby and lots of little baddies. I just really love their mirrors. I know that sounds very random. Also, hard to see. Let's see if I can show you a reflection. Yeah, you can see there are little bats all along the outside here. Very cute with the Nightmare Before Christmas logo. But it's on the outside enough where I don't feel like it gets in the way. Now let's get on to the makeup. We're gonna start with the star of the show, and that is the HALLOWEENTOWN palette. What I was nervous about with this is the shape, because Melt palettes all have a very similar shape. In fact, they have this shape where it's like a 10 pan, And this is significantly larger, right? So I was a little nervous about that. It does come again in this big container, and when you pull it out, this is so cool. There's the, is it ventricular motion? Is that what it's called? Where you've got the different faces on here of Oogie Boogie. I love it. Now this does feel large to me, and I will say the thing that turned me off about this palette when I first saw it was the fact that the shades are all kind of willy-nilly. They're not all right next to each other, but this is such a rad color story, right? Like, I feel like this does have spooky Halloweentown vibes, and I'm just really, really digging it. Now, this is a primarily cool tone palette. If you take away this, you've got some very cool tones here. Yes, some of the purples are more warm toned than the others, but purple is still a genuinely generally cool toned color, and it's just a really neat color story in general. Now with the swatches of this, I was pleasantly surprised by how smooth all of these shades were. The mattes, like butter, okay, like butter. They went on so easily and so pigmented. One thing I will say though, these blues right here, these two dark blues, they stayed, I don't know if you can see, my fingers are still blue. Now for some reason my arm is not blue. I just finished swatching, but the fingers, I can't get this blue off. Look at it. It is intense. So that's going to be intense on your eyes and just something to keep in mind, but just really, really cool. It's one of those things when I first saw the color story, I was like, I don't know how I feel about that. And the more I look at it, the more I love it. Now I will say I do see more of Sally in this palette than I see Jack, but it's really rad overall. Now I want to talk about two things with this palette. The first thing I want to talk about is something that I used to do in my videos, and I want to break this down by cost per gram. This palette retails for $60 and has 19.04 grams in it. I want to compare that to other Melt Cosmetics palettes and also just random other palettes, you know, some of Sephora's best sellers, some just popular palettes in general. I'm going to put a chart right here on the screen so you can see what I'm talking about. But comparing this first to other Melt palettes, in general, this is $3.15 per gram. When it's compared to other Melt palettes, we have, for example, the Smoke Sessions palette, which is the cheapest at $2.91 per gram, not that far off from this one, and the most expensive is Dark Matter at $4.83 per gram. I feel like that's kind of crazy considering that Dark Matter is not that much more unique and it has round pans instead of the rectangle pans, but it costs so much more per gram. This falls directly smack dab in the middle with Melt palettes. Ironically, this also fell smack dab in the middle when I compared it against a bunch of other very random palettes. Now again, I went through some of Sephora's bestseller list. This ranks at $3.15 per gram, like I said. Now when you look at something like the Glamlight Scooby-Doo palettes, those were only $1.33 per gram. Those are a very good deal. Those are very inexpensive, affordable palettes. Natasha Denona, I Need a Nude is $2.56 per gram, so just right under what this is. But then you got something like the Kaja stacks. I didn't realize how crazy those were. So those come out to $9.63 a gram. As a reminder, this is $3.15 per gram, and those little baby ones, $9.63. Y'all. They are amazing quality. I love those little Kaja bentos, but holy crap. Now, before I move on from the palette, one dupe that I do want to talk about is when I saw this, I was concerned that it was going to be a dupe for the Melt Electrip palette. There was something about these two that just looked very similar to me. I'm going to show you up on the screen in better lighting than here, but when I really held them up against each other, I do think that there are enough differences that make me happy. There are some shades that are very similar. There is a dark matte teal in both of these. There is a chartreuse metallic in both of these. But overall, I really do feel like the vibes are different. I feel like Electrip focuses a lot on these peaches and this red. Like there's a lot of warm tones over here. Whereas this one is, again, just primarily very, very cool toned. So I do think that there are some similarities, but I would not call these dupes. I'm not sure if I said it, I believe I did, but this retails for $60. We've got 4 metallics and 6 mattes. The next thing I want to talk about are the gel liners. We do have 2 in this collection. The very first one we have is Master of Fright, and Master of Fright is described as a metallic red copper with an orange shift. I think mine melted a little bit in transit, but this is really beautiful. The more I stare at it, the more I'm getting these like nuances of just that beautiful like burnt copper. But when you look really close, there's like some red shimmer. There's a little bit of pink shimmer. It's just a really cool, unique color. I feel like these make fantastic eyeshadow bases. I only use these for eyeshadow bases usually if I'm doing a more monochromatic look, but it's just really, really cool. The next shade is Terrible Vision. This one is a burnt orange ultra matte, and this is so sexual to me. I will use this often as an eyeshadow base because I love a warm orangey look, a warm burnt orange look, and this is a perfect shade. It's just like, this is to me Halloween in a gel liner. Love. These retail for $24 each, and as the time I'm filming this, both of them are still available. We also have two ultra matte lipsticks at $24 each. I'm gonna start, unfortunately, with the one that is sold out as of the time I'm filming this, but on each of these are kind of that same, similar to the mirror, that like candy orange where you can see through it, and Pumpkin King is stunning. Pumpkin King is an ultra matte deep pumpkin orange. This is very similar to Terrible Vision, the burnt eyeliner, the burnt orange eyeliner, excuse me. This is gonna be a shade that I reach for time and time again. I can't wait to try this on. I am so excited to try this one on. This is one of the things I was more excited about. And the next lipstick shade in the same exact packaging is Lock, Shock, and Barrel. Also, if you're a fan of the movies, every single time you say that, do you have to go Lock, Shock, Barrel? Lock, Shock, and Barrel is described as an ultra matte deep burgundy. This is borderline black and it is so sexy, but in the light you can really see those burgundy purplish red tones come out. Again, I can't wait to try this on. I cannot wait. I am so excited for this. And finally, the very last piece that I can't believe isn't sold out yet. This is the True Love Never Dies Digital Dust Highlighter. So again, this beautiful packaging. Guys, this highlighter, look at this imprint of Jack and Sally. This is so beautiful. This is sheer pink with a soft pink sparkle. I can't wait. I'm gonna use this as a blush topper. Again, this retails for $42 and I'm so shocked this one isn't sold out yet. I have a feeling this might be a standout for me because when you look at this in the light, yes, it does have pink sparkle, but I feel like there's a hint of goldish green, which I'm all about. You guys, it's time. It is time for me to put this on my face. I am so excited. So I do have on my foundation, I have on concealer, I have on an eyeshadow base, my eyebrows, everything that is not here. But I do have on a Melt blush. I have the Golden Hour Cream Blush Light. You can see how much I love this one. And I'm gonna use the other one as a blush topper. What do I wanna do? Let me take a second and figure out what I wanna do, whether I wanna do 2 looks or just 1. Okay, you guys, I think I'm going to do 1 look and use as many shadows as I can. And I'm pushing myself out of my own personal comfort zone, and I want to stick to a lot of these cool tones because I have a tendency to love warm tones. They look good against my skin and everything like that, but I really do want to try. I want to try all these beautiful cool tones. So I think what I'm going to try to do is in the crease, I'm going to do Ragdoll, followed by My Bugs. My bugs! My bugs! And I'm just gonna have those like kind of buffed in the crease. And then deeper in the crease, I'm going to have Shriek and the Mayor. Maybe with a little bit of Bone Daddy on the outside flared out. I'm going to have a shimmer on the lid and I want to put a pop of Oogie Boogie, which is that bright chartreuse green on the inner corner. Maybe I'll see if I can do some more on the bottom lash line. We'll see how many we can use. But I do already have an eyeshadow base on. It is the Sigma eyeshadow base primer in Persuade. Let's get this going. I'm going to be using a lot of different shades, so it's going to be a lot of different brushes. But I'm going to start off with Ragdoll. And I'm going to take these kind of a little bit at a time. And I want to put this just, do I want this on the inside? No, I want this on the inside of the crease. And I'm just going to kind of buff this in right here, real close to the nose. This color, when I swatched it, it was really nice to build it up. It was very easy to build up, so I was happy about that. You know, sometimes I feel like Melt will have palettes where either the mattes or the shimmers are perfect, and then there'll be some issue with one of them and it's just annoying. These just from the swatches. I'm still putting it on my eyes, so it could be different. All of these performed so beautifully, so I hope it kind of stays that way. I'm a little bit nervous because it seems too good to be true as of right now. All right, that is a good start. Now I'm going into my bug. This is a beautiful, like, kind of lilac-y purple, tapping off the excess, and this is going to overlap and go from the middle to the outside edge. I hope that these colors, oh yeah, they're blending beautifully together. Look at that. Oh, beautiful. I'm also going to take this kind of out past the eyebrow a little bit. I love how I was straining with my mirror, and I have a mirror right here. Oh, I should probably take the sticker off though. Seemed like such a small thing to be concerned with, but their mirrors are always so crisp and clear. Like, you know how some are really warped? This is not. These mattes build up really nicely, and I'm hoping this is going to be a trust the process one, because right now I feel like we're looking a little crazy, but it's okay. All right, so next I want to go into Shriek, and I'm taking a more fine-tuned pointy brush. I'm going to tap off all the excess, and this is going to go right here, like deeper in the crease below where that baby blue ragdoll is, just to deepen it up. That adds some nice definition. All right, I'm taking an even more detailed brush and going into the Mayor. This is a deeper purple. It's not the deepest in here, but I'm gonna do the same thing where I'm going just into the crease and blending it in. Oh, that's looking really cool. I'm also gonna see if I can kind of flare this out on the edge a little bit. Ooh, it's starting to come together. I'm going back in here and there just to touch up some of these colors. Make sure that the blend is kind of what I want it to be. And I think I want to take this blue even higher up, actually. All right, we are looking good. I think I actually want to go in with a little bit of Ooze. Ooze is this very dark, deep teal, and I think I want to put that even closer in here, just to deepen that up even more. You guys, also virtually no fallout. There is very, very, very little. I think we're looking pretty cool so far. So what do I want to do with these purple, like with the shimmer? I think I'm gonna go this one, which is Mausoleum, over to Wormswort on the lid. That's what I'll do. Now with melt shimmers, I actually really like to use my fingers. So I'm gonna do one eye at a time. I'm putting on some NYX glitter glue all over the lid. And first I'm gonna go in with Mausoleum, which like is so shifty blue-green. It's so pretty. I might wind up using a brush, come to think of it, but let's try this first. Yeah, you know what? Let's use a brush for this. Oh gosh, this is such a shifty color. This is coming out more green than I expected, but like, I really, really like how shifty that is. Wow. And while this is sticky over here, I'm just gonna flip the brush over and go into Wormswort, which is this purple color that is slightly more chunky, if I wanna be honest. Like, oh, ooh. I'm gonna take a separate clean brush just to make sure that line is a little more blended. Guys, this is looking pretty cool. That purple is very shifty too. It's like purple and pink, and it's not as sparkly as Mausoleum, but it's still like really, really cool. There we go. That's pretty cool, right? So what I want to do is I want to touch up certain areas. Like I want to add some more of that super dark blue here. I feel like we lost a little bit of that. Guys, this is pretty dang cool so far. This is pretty rad. Now I do have fallout. Actually, I have quite a bit of fallout now, mainly from the shimmer. I'm just gonna touch that up. Like, I'll be honest, I don't feel like redoing my concealer, so I am just gonna pat this out. There is a significant amount of glitter on my face, okay? There's glitter fallout, if you will. But I don't know, is it weird that I don't know, is it weird that I don't mind? So the only thing I'm a little concerned about is that I don't feel like this look goes with either of the gel liners, but like maybe I can make this one work, like right on, you know what, we're gonna try it. We're gonna try it, and I'm still going in with the eyeshadow palette a little bit, but I wanna try one of these gel liners. Now I tend to have a bit of a love-hate sometimes with these gel liners, using them as liners, and that is because I am not a makeup artist. So there are things that I do not consider myself to be good at, and gel eyeliner is one of them, but you know what, we're gonna try today. I wanna see if I can put a wing here and hopefully not mess up the whole look. Well, it's a vibe. I don't know if it's a good vibe, but it's a vibe. This is such a warm liner. That's the only weird part. But hey, I'm gonna try everything today. I do not know how I feel about, like, the quality is good. This is really cool, but like, we had a very cool tone look going, and I don't know if I just threw that off a little bit, but let's continue. All right, so I am taking just a black liner. This is just, the whole tip is in there. This is just the Milk Makeup Infinity liner. Is that what it's called? Infinity? And I'm putting this lightly here because I want to layer a shadow over it. And yes, I know that's on there very lightly. So what I want to do is I want to take Bone Daddy, which is the very, very deep dark purple, and I'm going to layer that right over that black liner here. Again, this is almost black, but it's just going to have a very deep purple tinge to it. And I'm also using that to kind of press into the lash line. You know what? I really like that shade. What I'm also going to do, I'm going to press this into the upper lash line. I think that might help the breakdown of like that very warm tone gel liner, just to make the lashes look a little thicker. Don't even know if you can tell the difference there, but I absolutely can. And also what I'm going to do, so I'm going to take, again, Bone Daddy, and I'm going to put it right under the wing on both sides, very short. I feel like that did it. You guys, I feel like that really helped bring it together. It was such a small thing, but ooh, okay. I am gonna go into Oogie Boogie, which is this chartreuse. And I'm gonna pop this right on the inner corner and see how that looks. Ooh, yes. I'm gonna take that actually on a little brush too, just to really get that pigment in there. Oh, this is such a cool color. And for under the eyes, I think I'm actually just gonna go in with My Bugs, which is the really light purple, and then a little bit of Ragdoll, which is the blue, right on the inner area. Okay, to finish off the eyes, I am actually gonna use the Melt Supernatural Lash Mascara. And here is the finished eye look. I love it. I love it, I love it. I'm so proud of myself, you guys. I used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I used 9 out of 10 shades. Now, who am I? Who am I? All right, let's move on. I want to use this Digital Dust Highlighter. Again, I do already have blush on. Let me add a little bit more of this blush. And I do want to tell you, full disclosure, this blush does have like a tiny bit of like a shimmer to it. It's kind of disappeared because I was sweating for a bit there. I don't know if I mentioned this, but I usually film my videos super early in the morning before work, like between 6 and 8 a.m. It is currently, what time is it? 8 p.m. I'm tired, but I needed to film with this collection the second I got it because I'm that excited. So again, this does have a slight glow to it, but I don't want to mess up this design. I'm going to go right in the middle because I don't want to mess it up. And I am using my usual Moda BMX 265 Glow. And let's put this, I'm going to put this right on. Oh. Okay. Y'all, this is intense. This is very, very, very intense. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to smush that out a little bit. There is a definite glow. Now, this has shimmer to it. Does it have glitter to it? It's borderline glitter. It is very shimmery though. It is more shimmery than like, it's not like a finely milled highlighter or whatever. This is like a shimmery moment, like, and buffed in, it is like, whoo, to the gods. But I think it's really pretty. Really pretty. I do like it actually. It's very intense though. It is very intense. You guys, I'm nervous about this part, okay? I don't want to mess anything up, but I gotta choose a lipstick. So I want you to scream from wherever you are and you tell me which lipstick you think, okay? And I'll hear you. I'll hear you. And if it's the wrong lipstick, I also blame you. We've got Pumpkin King, okay? Deep orange, burnt, sexy, right? Fall. We're gonna do Lock, Shock, and Barrel. We're gonna do Lock, Shock, and Barrel, okay? Because again, most out of my comfort zone. But I do have to say, I wasn't sure if I had a lip liner to go with this one. And I saw Dana Bomar, who's one of the owners of Melt Cosmetics, post that she used Familia lip liner with it, which I did not have. So I ordered one and I got two. So I think I'm just gonna use the one that's open. I mean, it's brand new, but I just have lip balm on, so I'm gonna line with this. By the way, this came with the Amore Mariposas collection. This did not come with this collection. And I think it's on clearance, like sale clearance. So you might wanna look into it if this is nice. There's nothing coming off of it, no. What the heck? What the heck? There we go. Okay, I got it to come off on my hand a little bit. There you go. Okay, it must have just had like a layer on top. What is going on with this pencil? You guys, maybe this is why this one was on clearance. It's doing better now. It's doing much, much better now. Now it's performing like Melt lip liner. So, ooh, this is gonna be intense. I'm like, oh, am I gonna like this? I'm so nervous, I'm so nervous. Okay, we're gonna do this. Okay, how are we feeling about this lip? I don't know, but I mean, it is kind of a vibe, right? Like, am I kind of that bitch right now? I'm kind of that bitch. Does my teeth look yellow? No, I mean, it's kind of sexy, right? It's kind of sexy. Look at, okay, I'm liking this highlighter more and more. Okay, stop the presses. Vicky Vale, stop the press. Let's talk about this collection. Guys, I'm so happy. I am so happy right now because Melt Cosmetics for so long made my heart so happy with their themed collections, with Beetlejuice, with that like Vida and Muerte palette, with just all of it, with the 420 collections that I bought several of. Like, they made me so happy with those curated collections. And then for a while, I feel like it just kind of fell off, where it would be like, oh, here's the Blueprint palette, here's Brunette, okay, here are these like Zodiac palettes. And I wasn't feeling them. You know what I mean? I wasn't feeling them. I'm feeling this collection. The eyeshadow palette performed beautifully. Like, yes, there was a little bit of glitter fallout near the end. I will say that, especially, I'm pretty sure from the shade Mausoleum, which is that shifty green. But I don't care. I don't care because look at this vibe. Look. And I'm loving this lip. I'm loving this lip. Now, if you've never used their ultra matte lipsticks, they are ultra matte, okay? But they are so much better than they used to be. It used to be you have to drag them on your lips, and now they are very comfortable. Like, it doesn't feel like my lips are dry. It doesn't feel like they're cracking like with some others. And this lip liner, I feel like, is perfect for it. It's kind of a vibe, right? It's kind of like a mood. Okay. Okay, you know what? I love it all. I even love this red pink eyeliner. I love it all. Guys, what do you think? I need your opinions now. Tell me what you think down below. Is this a collection you're interested in at all? Is this something you might be picking up? Some of this is available at Sephora, so you can get your Sephora points, or you can wait till the Sephora VIB sale if some of it is still around. But otherwise, I just want to know your thoughts. But thank you so, so much for watching. I've genuinely, God, makeup still just makes my heart really happy. It makes me so happy. I'm not a makeup artist. I've never claimed to be a makeup artist. I'm just a makeup enthusiast. I'm just a freaking nerd who likes makeup. And this makes my heart happy. And I love Nightmare Before Christmas so much. So I don't know, I'm just in a really happy mood. Thank you so, so much for watching. Please, before you leave, I would love if you'd give this video a thumbs up or comment down below or share this video with friends. All of those things are so, so helpful to my channel, and I'm so appreciative whenever you guys do those things. You all can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Those are all GlitterFallout. And as always, and forever and ever and ever, you and my bugs are super freaking rock stars. I love you so much with my whole heart, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.